right, diving into the second part of Genesis. Second major section in this book is Genesis 12 through 50. Last week we talked about how the world was spinning out of control because of rebellion and sin, but God has a plan. There's a hinge point in Genesis. It's Genesis 12, 1 through 3, where God is choosing to work through Abraham and his family. He's saying, even in spite of all the sin and rebellion that's happened in the world, I have a plan. I'm going to rescue, I'm going to save, I'm going to bless the world through Abraham and his children. And it's a major theme. Look for the word blessing as you're reading through this book, that God maintains his promises, his covenants, no matter what. You can read about Genesis 12, Genesis 15, Genesis 17, this formal promise to Abraham that God is going to save. He's going to save humanity through Abraham and his family. And so then you start to see, as you go through Genesis, who is Abraham's family. He has a son named Isaac. Isaac has a son named Jacob. Jacob has a whole bunch of sons. He has 12 sons. And then later in the book, it focuses in on the sons of Joseph and the sons of Judah. And so, but this main theme throughout the book, that God keeps his promises, that no matter what the rebellion and sin and problems of this world, that God has a plan. And so you start to go through the stories, the struggles. You can read about Abraham and the mistakes that he makes, Isaac's mistakes that he makes. You know, story about Jacob. Jacob's name means deceiver, and he does. He deceives, he lies, he's a cheat, but God is committed to working out his plan of salvation. He's going to bless in spite of Jacob. And so you read about the sibling rivalry that happens between Joseph and his brothers. His brothers hate him. They try to kill him. They send him into slavery. And Joseph's story, I think it really summarizes the entire book. Because when you get to the very end of Genesis, Genesis chapter 50, Joseph meets up with his brothers after they sinned against him in so many ways. And Joseph says this incredible line to his brothers: what you meant for evil, God meant for good. And I think that's a summary of everything that's happening here. That, you know, in spite of the rebellion and the sin, the things that people mean for evil in this world, God is somehow going to bring good. He's going to bring beauty from the ashes, and he's going to bring salvation. He has a plan of redemption. And we're just getting started. So read Genesis 12 through 50 as you're digging in this week. We'll talk to you soon.